Huh? What the hell? Oh, Fast Tech. Welcome to another Fast Tech video. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to fix your PS5 Slim if it no longer turns on. That means when the power button is pressed, there's no light indicator at the front and there's no beep sound that the PS5 usually makes. All you hear is the clicking noise from the power button. In most cases, this problem is caused by a bad power supply, and I'm going to be showing you how to swap that out in this video. In a previous episode, I showed you how to do this on a fat PS5, but today we're going to be working on a PS5 Slim. Before we start, please go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. FastTechStore.com carries all PlayStation 5 parts, and we offer fast mail-in repair service. Check the links in the description box and the pinned comment. Let's get started. Before you take apart your PS5, make sure this video is right for you by checking the model number at the bottom of the console here. This one is a model CFI 2015. The parts between different PS5 models do not interchange. This one is a 2000 series PS5, which is what we're going to be covering in this video. Then there's going to be a 2100 series coming up next. And finally, there will be a 2200 series, which will be the last of the PS5 Slims. We will be doing videos on the 2100 series and 2200 series in the future. Let's take apart this PS5 Slim. There are some side covers that we have to remove. You can pull them off from here and from here. On the other side, we're going to lift up from here and then from here. At this point, we're going to need our Fast Tech Pro toolkit, which has the screwdriver bits that we need to disassemble our PS5, specifically a T9H and a Phillips bit. If your PS5 has a disk drive, it's going to have to be removed. We can do that by lifting it up from the back like this, and it should come out easily. Now let's switch to a Phillips bit and remove this screw that holds on the SSD cover. Now let's switch to a Torx T9H and remove this cover right here, which hides the fan connector. Now the fan connector is going to have to be removed. Some people like to use tweezers to remove these, but I don't like that. What I do is grab all the wires at the same time, slowly wiggle and lift up. Now let's remove these Torx T9H screws that hold the fan in. There's 4 of them in total. With those screws out, we can now lift up the fan like so. Now we're going to have to remove these screws to get the case off. I'm going to be leaving these screws in the case, and you should do the same for easier reassembly. But in case you don't, I will be showing you where each screw goes back in later in the video when this PS5 is reassembled. Now there's one more screw hiding behind this sticker, and this is a warranty sticker outside the US, but I will show you guys how to preserve this warranty sticker using a hot air station, which we're going to set at around 160 degrees and heat up this sticker. We're going to heat it up in a circular motion, and as I do that, I'm running my finger across it, making sure that the sticker is heated evenly. Heating the sticker heats up the adhesive underneath it, which prevents the 2 layers from separating when it's peeled off. If you're watching this in the United States, you don't have to worry about this step so much because due to an FTC ruling, this is no longer considered a warranty sticker. But this part will be handy for anyone watching this outside the US. As you can see, I've taken the warranty sticker off without doing it any damage. Move this one Torx T9H screw that's hiding underneath. And now this case should come off. Now we're inside the PS5. We're going to remove these antenna connectors by lifting them up. And then we have to unroute these cables by removing this tape and getting these wires out of the way. Now we're going to remove these screws that hide a ribbon cable connector underneath that we have to remove. These are also Torx T9H screws. With those screws removed, we can now lift up this piece. And now we should be able to remove this cable by pushing down on the clip and then pulling out the cable as demonstrated here. Be careful not to bend this heatsink as we flip the PS5 over, and on this side there are two Torx T9 bolts that we have to remove. Now let's flip it back over, and at this point we should be able to pull out this assembly like so. Now let's turn the motherboard assembly over, and on this side we're going to find the defective power supply. Let's get the plastic mid frame out of the way so we can remove the defective power supply. A simple lift and you should be able to get it off. The power supply unit is responsible for converting AC electricity from your wall into DC that's usable by the PS5 mainboard and other components. The model number on these PS5 Slim first gen power supplies is ADP400GR. There are going to be 3 different versions of the PS5 Slim, so please check your model number before ordering at fasttechstore.com. Our power supplies, unlike the ones on Amazon, are original and not knockoffs, and unlike the ones on iFixit, include a lifetime warranty and free worldwide shipping. You can use coupon code YouTube for a discount. The PS5 Slim we're working on in this video is a 2000 series. There will be a 2100 series coming up next, and finally there will be a 2200 series, which will be the last of the PS5 Slims. The power supplies are known to not be interchangeable, so please check the model number before ordering. Same way you did with the fat PS5s, as it also had 3 different versions. Let's get this defective power supply out of the way, and let's get one in from fasttechstore.com, which comes with a lifetime warranty and free worldwide shipping. When installing the power supply, make sure these 2 holes line up with these 2 pins. Line them up like this, and then push the power supply down onto the motherboard till you feel it go in place, like this. Now that we have the new power supply installed from fasttechstore.com, we can install the mainboard assembly back into the mid frame. Make sure that these antenna wires are out of the way and that the ribbon cable connector at the front is also out of the way. You also want to make sure that these ports at the back go through properly in their appropriate cutouts in the mid frame. Let's push down on this clip and push the ribbon cable in like so. This is the cable for the front USB ports and the on-off button. These suits and these views are not cheap, and these videos take a lot of time, effort, and energy to record, edit, and produce. So please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That costs you nothing and it helps us out a lot. So please go ahead and do that before we continue watching the rest of this video. fasttechstore.com carries all PS5 parts, and we offer fast repair service. Your purchase ensures that we continue making these videos, and you can use the coupon code YouTube for a discount. Time to put this cover back on that hides that connector that we just reinstalled. Now to put in some screws. There's a long one here and there's some short ones. The long one goes in here. It's important not to mix this up with the others. These short screws here, these ones go in the circled spots. Now let's route these antenna cables as they were before. The connectors line up like so, and then all you gotta do is push them down and you'll feel and hear a click. White wire at the bottom, blue on the top. This piece of tape secures these antenna wires like so. Now let's put this part of the case back on. I left the screws in there, but in case you didn't, I'll show you where each one goes. This plastic thread screw goes here. The exact same kind of plastic thread screw goes up top here. Another identical plastic thread screw goes up top here. This long plastic thread screw that's significantly longer goes up top here. An identical long screw goes here. Another long screw goes here. A short screw like the first three goes in here. A long screw goes in here. This short machine screw that's unlike the previous screws because this has a different kind of thread designed to go in metal goes here. Now let's install the fan. It goes on like this, and this wire is going to be routed through that hook as I did here, and when installing the connector, make sure the red wire is facing north. Line up the connector and push it down. This tall plastic thread screw like the one from the case goes on here. The shortest screw goes in this corner here. These two machine screws that are identical, they go on the right side, here and here. This cover is for the fan connector and it goes on here. Now let's flip it over, and there are two machine screws, these ones. One goes here and another one here. Time to reinstall any SSD that you might have installed, or if not, we're just going to install the cover and this screw that goes here. Let's switch back to a Phillips bit on the FastTech Pro toolkit so we can get the screw in. Now it's time to reinstall that preserved warranty sticker that we removed earlier. If you have a disk drive, now it's time to install it. The front goes in first and you can push the back in like this. And now for the covers. They have these clips on the back that go in first, and then you're going to pivot the front on and push it till you hear it click. Same with this piece here. Back goes on first, and then you pivot at the front and then push down. Same for the covers on the other side. The case on the PS5 Slim feels significantly cheaper than the previous fat model, which perhaps is understandable since each iteration is supposed to be a cost cut for the manufacturer. But in the case of the PS5 Slim, it did not translate into a cheaper price for the consumer. And with that, our PS5 is fully reassembled, and now it's time to test it out. Let's plug it in and turn it on. The beep sound can be heard, the white light can be seen, and that means this repair was successful. The white light means that the PS5 has successfully booted into its operating system. If your light stays blue, you could have a motherboard related issue. Before this system is shipped back to the customer, we do some further testing on the bench. If you want us to fix your PS5, or if you need the parts or the toolkit used, check the links in the description box and the pinned comment. And that concludes this repair guide. Thanks for watching another FastTech video. If this content helps you out in any way, shape, or form, I ask that you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. That costs you $0 and it helps us out tremendously. So please go ahead and do that before you leave. And check out fasttechstore.com if you need any PS5 parts that include a lifetime warranty and free worldwide shipping. Thanks for watching another FastTech video. This is Shiroz signing out, and I'll see you in the next one.